Hello everyone, I'm Vika Lee, who teaches simple daily Chinese conversation on my channel, Vika Lee Chinese. Last time we did a live stream in Lhasa City with Mr. Norbu, talking about the Tibetan language. And this way, we drove from Lhasa to Ningqi on the Lhasa-Ningqi highway. We drove all the way from Lhasa to here. And guess, where am I right now? I'm currently at the famous Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon, and the Chinese name is Yarlung Zangbo Grand. The English is Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon. And this is the deepest, the largest Great Canyon with the highest altitude in the world. So yes, this is a famous tourist site which is also between Lhasa and the Ningqi. As I said before, the Lhasa-Ningqi highway will pass 3 counties and so many famous tourist sites. And this one you definitely won't miss. This is almost our last stop of the Lhasa-Ningqi highway, and if you drive all the way here, you will feel more and more comfortable because the altitude is getting lower and lower. Currently, the altitude is about 3,000 meters here, so my high altitude sickness is getting better. And yes, here we can see there are so many peach blossoms. These are fake, but a really good season to visit the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon is in end of March to April, where the cherry blossoms. So you can see so many the peach blossoms. Sorry, you can see so many peach blossoms in this garden. And yeah, here we arrived one of the sites. This is called Cliff Swing, and this is the highest altitude swing. If you can see over here. Yes, this cliff has the highest altitude about 3,099 meters. Through here, actually literally on the cliff, and you can see the great view of the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon. I have to hold this microphone just in case it's not drop off from the cliff. And yes, I'm gonna try this cliff swing and to the sky from here. It's actually a really great spot to see about the Great Canyon. Are you ready? Yeah. We're ready. Are you scared? I am actually. You are actually? She is actually really scared. Well, me too. It's because it's really high here. If you can see from over there, it's like really high. Oh, I didn't know we're gonna go backward. We're going backward. Oh my gosh. Oh. If I drop this microphone, you can hear the voice from the Great Canyon. It's almost 90 degrees. 还是可以再高是吗？不要。I was asking if we can get higher. Oh, we can. Sorry. Sorry, I'm too naive. I'm too young, too naive. Okay, I can clearly feel the wind across my face. Actually, it's kind of like relaxed. Oh, but still, like this, it's like a roller coaster. How do you feel?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Now.
It's okay
It's
now.
like less scared than I thought, but the view is really pretty good.
Yes, the view is really good. I thought we were gonna go all the way down there.
I feel like my legs are shaking now.
I thought we were gonna go all the way down there and like a bungee jump, but actually we just go from here, and I can clearly, as the weather is really good right now, I can clearly see the farms and the river. Oh yeah, and I feel a little dizzy right now.
It is another angle to see the.
Great Canyon, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is a really good angle to see the Great Canyon. And if you come visit here,
Definitely to try it.
yes, don't hesitate to try this. This is okay, it's fine. It's like scared in the beginning, but now like we're kind of like enjoy. Especially when we out of the cliff. It's like
you can see.
yeah,
Like,
you can
the
see like the
mountains,
trees, the
water.
farms.
It will be more beautiful in April or March because at that time the peach flower will blooming and
Yes, we can see so many flowers and the blossoms here. Now, like we can see here is like green and purple, like the trees. Okay, now we're coming to the end.
it's so short.
With the wind, it's actually really cozy to be here to enjoy the Great Canyon. The only thing is you need to make sure that you don't have the high altitude sickness here. Oh, we're about to stop.
Oh. Nice experience.
It's not. Yeah, it is a nice experience. Yep. Thank you. I'm kind of shaky right now. I think it's because, is it because the high altitude sickness? The feeling I feel here is a little dizzy. It's just like the car sick, I think. But anything else, I think it's fine. Am I walking in the straight line? I feel like yes, the high altitude. Like if you come here, if you directly come from like Beijing or Shanghai, those low altitude city, directly come to here to the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon, you need to be prepared to make sure you have a good body condition to take some like the project like this, because yeah, he does give you some dizziness just like the high altitude sickness. Yeah, now I'm getting better. Here I'm in the garden that I just talked before, and according to the local people, they will plant more and more flowers here to make this really like a garden. And now we're entered to an area. It's more like an outdoor hotel. If you look this tent. This kind of tent, we have seen this kind of tent in Basungto, and these are exactly designed for outdoor, and you can live here for 1 night or 2 nights. See, you can enjoy your lunch, your dinner here, and through those kind of the little rooms, you can view directly the amazing view about the Great Canyon. Let's go on one of the platform here. See, this is a really good stage, the platform, to view about the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon. And you can see the trees, the farms, and did you guys see the rivers over there? That's Yarlung Zangbo River. Now we're in the dry period, so we don't have so much water. It's just like rapids for the Yarlung Zangbo River. And when it gets to the summer, the hot season, you can see so much water rapids from here. Really great views of the Yarlung Zangbo River. Do you guys see the village over there? If you can see my hand, I'm pointing there. The village on the opposite side of the Great Canyon, that village was actually the poorest village before, because you know the citizens, like the people live here, they don't really have some income. The only income they had before is they cut woods and sold them out, transport the woods out, because there's so many like trees, and also they sell some plants, which is good for the medicine. But after this area has become famous as a tourist site, that village has become one of the richest villages here, and they all have their own homestay. And during the hot season, that village is really famous because, you know, like the perfect location to view the whole view of the Great Canyon. And you can just, it's hardly for you to even book one room in that village. And this is how like the tourist site has booming the local income. If you guys want to see the rooms here, this room is really fancy, right? This is actually the platform for this room. Guess how much for one night? It's actually 1,800 yuan for one night. If you have chance, definitely lived in a place like here, and also you maybe can choose some homestay in the village with the local Tibetan people, and to enjoy, to see how their lives here, and also enjoy the amazing view of the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon. This place, Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon, has been labeled as 5A tourist site according to the China Tourism and Culture Department. 5A is actually the highest rank for tourist sites. And when we drive from Lhasa to Lingqi on Lhasa-Ningqi highway, actually we have passed two 5A tourist sites. One is Basongto. I've made a vlog about Basongto, and it's really like the lakes, the island is really great. Like the lakes is really blue. I'm like wordless when I see the lake. And the other one is here, the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon. It's really famous for, no matter for Chinese people or foreigners, you must be heard about this famous Grand Canyon. So these two places is something you definitely won't miss when you drive from Lhasa to Ningqi. Do the self-drive tour. And then let's go back to the square to see that square was called Love Square. Let's see how that was called Love Square. here I'm at the Love Square, and you can see this giant mulberry tree. This mulberry tree is actually 1,400 years. Legend has it that it's from Yarlung Zangbo and the Princess Wencheng from Tang Dynasty. When they're getting married, when they met each other, they planted this giant mulberry tree together to witness their love. And I've heard a really interesting story is for this tree, the local people call it's a male tree because this tree only has the flowers but doesn't have the fruits. And then it actually stands for just like the Yarlung Zangbo and the Princess Wencheng. They don't really have children. This is why they say this tree is a love tree for Yarlung Zangbo, the ruler of Tibet Kingdom, and Wencheng, the Princess Wencheng from Tang Dynasty. And here there are people, they're dancing on the square. It reminds me of the square dance. And they're all the local villagers, and they have their special dance like this, and to welcome the tourists. I'm probably gonna join them. I want to join from the end, because I feel like they're going the clockwise. 你好，你好。公康萨，公康萨，可以教我一下这个。好的。啊，你好，来，这边是。1, 2。这边点着，还有这个，这边，嘿。They're all laughing at me. I'm gradually getting into the pace. I feel like in the middle there should be a fire. It's really like a vacation, celebrating something. They're like, I'm kind of like out of my breath right now, even with just a little pace, the movement of the dance. They're still dancing right here. This is how they're like celebrating the vacations, the special occasions. Give me some time. I need to borrow some air. The square I'm at, this is the Love Square. That tree stands for the love tree. And also we can see here, there are some words on the rocks. Actually, these words are 6 words from the Tibetan Buddhism mantra. And if you see the rocks with these kind of like Tibetan language on it, if you want to take photos, you cannot climb on the rock or sit on the rock or cover part of the 6 words. That's something really disrespectful. So if you want to take photos, you can just stand here and take photos. Remember, just like what I taught you guys in the first live stream, when you point something, you do not use your finger. That's also regarded as disrespectful. So when you see the rocks, you can point with your palm like this. And also there's another giant rock which is really good to take photos here. It has the really rich Tibetan culture in this rock. If you can see here, these are actually different types and genres of the 6 words. It's mi, mami, be, me, hong. I guess this is the correct Tibetan pronunciation. Mi, mami, be, ge, hong. Something like this. And this is their praying words. Also, when you take photos, you can like sit here, like pointing at them. These rocks are recording the local Tibetan people's best wish and their praying. Yes, and give us some time when we get back when I can catch back my breath, and we can go to another icon of the Love Square. It's a peach tree. Did you see the yaks here? There are so many yaks, horses here, and they are so free in Tibet. Even when we drive from Lhasa Ningchi highway, we can see the yaks is along the highway. Actually, they're just so free to enjoy their lives here. And yes, here I'm arrived at the peach tree. If you see from this angle, you may feel like this tree is behind these rocks, but actually, this peach tree grows in these rocks. It's called the love tree in hard rock. Peach tree stands for love, romantic, and the rock stands for the challenge you may face in your relationship. If you see from here, yes, the tree is actually grows in the rock. So why this phenomenon happened? Back to 1950, there was an earthquake, and to make this giant rock split into half. And in the middle, there is a peach seedling. So it got the chance to grow up like a giant peach tree. So this peach tree is about 71 years old. And if you walk from here, see, I'm going the clockwise way. You have to go the clockwise way, just like when I was dancing, people were like dancing in the clockwise way. We go in a circle, you can either touch the stone. Here are also the 6 words from the Buddhism mantra. And either you can touch the peach tree. It means you can get the stable romantic relationship. Usually for this place, you have to walk in clockwise 3 times, like 3 rounds. First round is praying for your money. You will get so much money, you will get a good job, you will have good income. And for the second round, it's for your happiness. Always live a happiness life. And the third round is for love, romantic relationship. So always wish all of you guys have a stable, long, romantic relationships. Yeah, and here, if you can see from that way, there are so many farms here, and there is another horse in there. This place is actually also designed for the hot air balloon. If the weather is getting better, you can take the hot air balloon, go up in the sky about 80 meters or 130 meters to see the great view of this area of the Yarlung Zangbo Grand Canyon. But now, because the weather is like cloudy and it's really windy, so you can't really take the hot air balloon, or I'm gonna have a try. And if you come closer, I don't know if you guys can notice, so many places in Tibet, you can see the little stone pile or the bigger one, rock pile. They pile the rock one by one. This is for praying. And they put the stone together in a pile, and so it means you can reach the sky and to do a good pray. Usually, I've heard one of the explanations that the number of the stone or the rocks has to be odd numbers. But sometimes when I count, it's also even numbers. I don't know if someone put an extra on there or not. This is really common to see. And in Chinese, it's called Ma Ni Dui. Ma Ni Dui. Ma Ni is a Tibetan word, and Dui means pile. Ma Ni Dui. And it's just like a praying pile for the stone. When the weather is good, now it's like really cloudy. I don't know if you guys can see from our previous short video I took yesterday, you can see the snow mountain, including the highest mountain, Nanjabawar Mount, with the highest, it's a peak, about 7,782 meters. That's a really great peak. You can see so many, the snow mountain. However, today it's like really cloudy, so we can't really see the top of the snow mountain. So for my Tibet trip from Lhasa to Ningxi is probably coming to an end, and it's really worth to you to do the self-drive on Lhasa-Ningxi highway to see all these tourist sites, and including like along the way there are like snow mountains, rivers, and so many really good things. Yes, and that's pretty much for today's live stream. Stay warm in Tibet, just like me, because sometimes it rains in the morning and sometimes the sun shines really strong in the afternoon. Goodbye everyone, and that's our live stream. Please, if you have chance, come to Tibet and come to these areas to enjoy your trip.